All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sandbox Day 6. We're just drying our clothes really quickly here so we can get going. I do have a couple things I want to do today, but our clothes are all still wet from the rain from the last episode, so we gotta get those dried off. It should be done here in a minute. But to discuss what we're gonna do today, I would like to get a wheelbarrow going for one. That way we could put our food box in the wheelbarrow, so we can have like a refrigerator. It keeps our food better for longer. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully, I don't know if they may have fixed it, but we're gonna make a wheelbarrow to put our food box in there. I need to go over to the scrapyard. One, I want to collect lead plate and grab a spare tire. So I want to get a spare tire, some lead plate, some more scrap, some maybe some other tires for different vehicles like a Rager or something like that, because we do want to collect all the vehicles still. Uh, I do want to grab some fishing stuff, so we need to figure out a place to go get some fishing stuff. I was thinking about going down to the little dock area where they build boats down here in Z3. So you can find some fishing stuff in there sometimes. Then I was thinking about trying the coastal town here in C4 as well. We can hit this town and then C4 and maybe run the bunker if we have time. So I'm trying to prep up for some mechs. We'll probably do the radiation zone in the next episode, because I want to get prepped up to kill some mechs and go through that. Looks like we got a little bit longer for this stuff to dry out. Not much longer though. I did do some organizing with our stuff. It's not the gear still has a bunch of logs and stuff in it, but like like I said, our food is pretty much rotting away. You know, the milk is going bad. Our meat is pretty much done that we put in here. Garlic, stuff like that. So everything that's like a perishable is pretty much going downhill pretty quickly. So I do want to do that. What do we got in here? This is our. I need to change this to loot run box, because this is going with us. Loot run. The gun box. We have quite a few guns in here. I did separate a couple more guns for quest. We don't have a lot in here left, but I did separate a few, so we got those going for us. Base building box, I organized just slightly. Toolboxes, scrap, nails, bolts, then a couple tools here and there. Crafting, we just dumped some stuff in there for crafting wise. I did organize my cabinets a little bit. We got a fire cabinet. I put some of the bandages in here. We got a little bit of fishing stuff. So like I said, I want to get a fishing pole today, because we have everything for fishing. So we need to try to find a fishing pole. That's our last thing we need. So I want to find some stuff for that. I did organize our ammunition crate here a little bit. Attachments, stuff like that. I probably should go ahead and get me a rail crafted for this, so that I can because I can actually put this on. I think I could put one of these on as well. So we might do that. We might make that a priority also. But I need a workbench. I could build a workbench, but I'm not ready for a workbench just yet. I don't have a place that I want to put it. I guess I could probably put one out here. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put one out here, just in the corner somewhere along here. But I don't want to. I want to make it to where I got a flat spot, so I don't lose ammunition and stuff when I start crafting it. So this could be a bad spot. And then we need to tear this down. This still isn't ours. So I don't think we're going to be able to reclaim this anytime soon. I don't think any kind of patches are going to come out for for us to reclaim it. So yeah, I do got the Christmas tree up still. We got our battery chargers are cooking nicely. So yeah, I think what we're going to start out with is head over to the scrapyard. We're going to try to get us a wheel. Pants are done. Vest is done. I think I'm going to get rid of this knife sheath. Apparently we've lost our knife already, so there's not even any point. Not even any point in continue wearing this if the bug is just going to continue to take our stuff from us. So I'm going to finish drying here, and then we are going to head to the scrapyard. I will meet you there. All right, here we are. I'm going to park up here by these stacks of tires since this is going to be my main focus anyway. These tire stacks and these vehicles over here are basically going to be my main focus for this trip. I am going to utilize the scrapyard since we're here and continue trying to get my engineering up. So we're at 23% into medium. I need to get to advanced. I want to get to advanced before I start making ammo for mechs. So I want to take advantage of this and get another stack of scrap that we're going to turn into bolts and nails. That way we can level up our engineering a little bit. Just kind of utilize it while we're here. It's not like a dire need right now, but since we're here, we might as well do something about it. Alright, let me find my arrow. There it is. I think they've taken out some of the piles, seeing how they've stacked up some of the scrap. They've made it a little easier to put in your backpack, so I think they've taken out some of the piles that used to be able to search. Because I feel like there's not as many as there used to be. Like, I remember each pile used to have 4 or 5, but now it seems to only have like 1 or 2. Get our lead pipe here too if we wanted to make a grenade launcher or something. I think you need one for a flamethrower too, if I'm not mistaken. I know you need the hose. I do love how the scrap stacks now though. Grab the arrow from him. I'm just going to fill up the backpack once. Actually, since we're here. Yeah, you do need one for a flamethrower. I think we have one at the base. How many do we need for the flamethrower though? We need 2? We need more than 1? We need... Oh no, it's used as a hammer. Never mind. You don't need one for the flamethrower. It's a chicken. Alright. Only a couple more piles to search, plus some cars. We're pretty much going to just clear out these top piles. I'm not going to worry about going down by the offices or anything this run. I mean, we could if we wanted the screwdrivers, but we've actually have quite a decent amount of screwdrivers at the minute. The only other thing that would be down there would be tools or gloves, stuff like that. There is the workbench down there we could use, but I really don't need anything down that way, like desperately. The other thing we may find in these cars is our fishing pole. We might not have to go very far for a fishing pole. I hear him. There he is. There's a lock. We don't need that. I'm not going to get too crazy here. I got like 3 more piles to search, and then we're going to craft the bolts and nails. I think I'm going to craft... I think we're going to go a little even on everything. I think we have about the same amount of bolts and nails at the moment. We don't really need any one specific thing for any specific reason. I mean, unless we want to continue leveling up our farming. But I don't think I'm going to focus on farming too much in this Sandbox series, mainly because it doesn't do me any benefit. Because I don't play enough. It's not like we're playing every day. If I was playing every day, it might be a little more beneficial. But crafting a garden and then trying to maintain it, or I shouldn't say maintain. Maintain is actually easier when you're not playing, but crafting a garden and then trying to I can't even talk, grow plants while you are playing like twice a week, 3 times a week. It's not really beneficial. You know, unless you're putting in 8-hour days. That's another different side of the story. Because 8-hour days, you would actually potentially grow crops in that 8 hours if you did it properly. So I don't think we're going to focus on it too hard. I do have quite a few places to get some of the crops I would use, like, you know, cabbage. We would mostly cook cabbage rolls, which we'll probably do that. And I do have a good place to get some cabbage rolls or potatoes, you know, carrots, corn, stuff like that. So we really don't need to focus on farming for our gameplay. Okay, that's enough. Let's go in here. I'll craft up some bolts and nails. We'll see what we get. At the current moment, we are 23% into engineering. I have a stacked backpack, as stacked as I can without running out of weight, I guess. Or might try to grab some protein while we're in here too. Usually you find some cans of fish. What's that? Nothing. It doesn't look like we're gonna get any. Yeah, we got one. Okay, there's some protein for us. All right, let's craft up some bolts and nails. I'm gonna craft them equally this time. Like I said, we have 23%. Is that what I said? Yeah, 23% in engineering. And let's see what happens here. Nails. All right, so in about 10 minutes of work, we went up 7%. So that, as you can see, we went from 23 to 30. So if you was to do this, you know, once every gameplay, just come in and make bolts and, you know, fill a backpack, make bolts and nails, you know, once a gameplay, you're gonna level up your engineering without even trying. Obviously, you're going to base build at some point, so you don't have to do specifically this. I typically grab enough bolts and nails to do what I need to do. You know, one of the big things for these bolts and nails is going to be making toolboxes. You know, you're going to need a lot of toolboxes for base building depending on how much you level up your base. So it's not like you're going to not use these resources. You could also, you know, do the blueprint dupe as well, where you basically put a wall down. When I say wall, I mean this wall right here. You'll basically build this. You'll do a 10-meter wall, and then just keep filling it and deleting it with the resources that it needs. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think doing it this way is much better because at this point I have resources that I'm going to use eventually. You know, like I could craft toolboxes for days with these bolts and nails that I just collected. Where basically if I do it the other way, I'm gonna cut down trees. I'm gonna cut down trees and put them inside of the wall, and then never really use the resources. And on top of that, I'll also burn a lot of food and energy and stuff like that. But you will also gain other skills like strength and constitution and stuff like that, along with survival. So it depends on what you want to do. For me, because of the way I set up my character with the in the beginning, I really don't care about the skills because everything's just going to fall in place naturally. at some point in time. And having low skills and the things that I didn't take, it really doesn't bother me that much to level them up, because I don't feel the loss of that skill, the effects of not having that high skill too often. The only thing that I really ever care about is my engineering, my engineering, my running, my lock picking. Those things I absolutely need. You can level up the rest of them pretty easy, and it takes nothing. And you really don't feel the effects of having the other skills in a low progression state. So for me, I enjoy just playing the game, leveling up naturally, not worrying about grinding any skills, and that's one of the reasons why we do it that way. I did bring our quest box, or our loot run box. I'm just going to drop all these on the ground. And drag them in. There we go. Now I want a spare Leica wheel. And then I'm going to grab like 2 of everything else. So there's a Rager wheel. There's a Rager wheel. Okay, so we got 2 Rager wheels now. That's good. I'll put those in there. There is a Volkswagen wheel. See if we can get another Volkswagen wheel. There's a quad wheel. I would like one of those as well. There is a cruiser wheel. Probably should grab one of those. I think that's the back. Yeah, yes, that's the back wheel. So we're just going to grab all the wheels that we can, get it out the way. That way we don't have to go too far for them later. Throw them right in my loot run box. There is our Leica wheel that we need, so we're good there now. And there's another Volkswagen wheel. So if we grab a cruiser front wheel and maybe some dirt bike wheels, I think we'll be good. That's a front wheel right there. I do need to fill up my jerry can too. We need to go to the gas station, fill up our jerry can. It's empty. We'll put the Leica wheel here. I'm going to put the cruiser wheel and the Volkswagen wheel inside here. We're going to try it. Let me see if I can find another. We've got the Leica wheel, or the Volkswagen wheel. Let me put these down here, get them out the way. Actually, I'll just throw them on the ground so I can do it a little easier. Volkswagen wheels, Rager wheels. This is the cruiser wheels. And I'm also going to try to find a cruiser seat as well, because that's going to be a big thing. We need to find another quad wheel, and maybe the dirt bike wheels if we can. Nothing there. Nothing there. We searched all this. Okay. There's another Leica wheel. We don't need a spare anymore. There's our quad wheel. Okay. So no dirt bike wheels, but we got everything else. This is going to be big when we start putting other vehicles together. And we'll throw that in there. All right. I'm going to search the cars next. What I'm looking for in these cars are my fishing pole, lead plate, toolboxes, since actually a lot of things since they stack now. I am going to grab another 2 rows of backpack for scrap as well, since it stacks. There's lead plate. Throw that there. There is a oil filter. I'm going to grab another one since we're running the Tommy gun. Grab some scrap. These batteries, we can collect all those if we really wanted to for quest items. The bobby pins as well, which actually, I probably should grab. These are quest items as well. I probably should grab another couple boxes of bobby pins since they're stacks of 20. One, I have a shit ton of screwdrivers, so it's probably a good thing to do. And 2, they are quest items. There's another fishing reel. some brake oil. I'll grab a couple of these as well. More lead plate, that's what I want. We're almost done with our scrap. There's more lead plate. I'm just going to start a second stack so it auto stacks. One thing I do want to test really quickly is does this stack? Yes, it does. Let me get rid of Big Mouth here. So what I would suggest, because I don't think you can split that. No, once it's in there, it can't be split. So what I would suggest is when you pick up stuff like brake oil, I would make sure that you just drag it into where you want it. That way you can just run these as quest items without having them stack them up. Same with glue. Glue's another one you have to just manually drag to your bag. That way you don't stack it up. There is a toolbox. I probably could use it to go make these suppressors really quickly. Toolbox is stacked now as well, so I might as well take it anyway. All right, there's another box of bobbies. One more scrap and we're done. Okay, that's it. There's more batteries, no more scrap. We're done there. And another oil filter suppressor. There's glue. So like I said, just drag it instead of double clicking it. That way you don't. Now I don't know if they changed the method of how much they want. That could be an issue as well. But if we, instead of double clicking it like this, see how it stacks? Just drag it over. That way maybe we can use it for one per quest. Soap as well. That would be another one. Duct tape. But duct tape would be another one as well. I would just drag over unless you absolutely were saving it. Okay, last little set here. There's some fishing line. I could start stacking the gunpowder since the gunpowder stacks as well. There's our lead plate. I'm gonna start a new stack so it starts stacking. I don't think we'll need much more oil filter suppressors, but like I said, they are quest items, so we'll take them. There's more lead. Nothing else there. There's more glue. Locks. Normally I'd be taking all these locks. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there. More batteries. I was hoping to find a fishing pole. It's not looking good though. That radio is a quest item. We could take it. I think I've got a couple though. Nothing in there. I haven't seen any seats for quads or not quads, cruisers or dirt bikes yet either. Almost all the dirt bike parks are quest items. Almost all of them. So there's another reason to keep your eye open while you're in here. I am overweight now. More lead plate, perfect. And since we're overweight, I'm going to go ahead and drop all this stuff at the car. Mainly the scrap. Because everything else I'm going to utilize really quickly after we're done here. Because I want to make oil filter suppressors. I'll go ahead and drop this 20 stack in there. Actually, we'll go ahead and drop that one in there too. I'm going to make the oil filter suppressors. I'll save one for a quest item, which actually we can throw in here. How many do we have? Yeah, we do have a radio. We've got one. Did I not see another? Okay, let's take a second. The rest of this I'll keep on me. Actually, let's throw the other. So the other thing about stacking, right? So just like we had to drag it over to make, make two, because like glue bottles, I think you need 5 for a quest. So if you need 5 of these for a quest, and if you double click it, it's going to just stack. And the same thing with trying to drop it in here as well. So like there's a glue at 4 uses. If I try to just drag this in here, it stacked up that glue at 4 uses. So if you want to keep these separate, I would strongly suggest just dragging them where you want them. Same with duct tape. Duct tape's going to be another one. So let's see. So all this duct tape in here, they were short uses, but now they're not. This is probably going to do the same thing when I drop it in here and combined. I'm going to keep the toolbox on me because I need it to make the suppressor. But let's see what else we get out of here. Let's see, we did that stack. We're moving on to this one now. I do want, the other thing I would like to have is, can't think of it right now. Oh, a flint and steel. Is this a front bumper? Is it a back bumper? I need another front bumper. I would like to have a flint and steel for my kitchen. There's a fender. So like I said, this stuff here is quest items for the dirt bike. There's more lead plate. There's a tractor seat. That would probably be useful. The rest of this isn't anything special. Another tractor seat. Some fishing hooks. I'll take the medium fishing hooks. We're going to do some fishing anyway. Duct tape. The car jack is a quest item. See if we can get up there. We'll get up here. There's another fender for a quest item. Radio's a quest item. Not finding a lot of lead plate though. Not the greatest run. There's a Ranger right front seat. That's not going to do anything for us. There's a dirt bike body, so that's a quest item, and we'll probably end up needing that. I guarantee we'll find a dirt bike, and it probably won't have a seat on it. There's a Leica over here. Engine, no battery. Alternator? No alternator. Did I say Leica? I think I said Leica. Maybe I said, I don't know. I meant Volkswagen if I said Leica. Can't remember now. There's a back bumper. Back bumper. Rest of everything else in here is not anything worth anything. Rubber gloves. This is a quest item as well. I would definitely grab the trash ones and use those for quest. There's doors for a Rager. We don't need the, ooh, what's that though? That's our front bumper. Volkswagen. Nope. Lead plate. There's a door, radio. Nothing we need. There's a front shield. That's another quest item. There's our glue. More quest item. There's our fishing pole. Perfect. I'll throw that on my back. There's our light. There's our Leica front bumper as well. So let's make room for our fishing pole. And actually, we can use this toolbox to fix it. That front fender is a quest item as well. So a lot of different things you can get in here that's pretty valuable. Some more. There's another fishing pole and some floats. Bobbers, floats, whatever you want to call it. We'll need those for fishing. There's some arrows. There's a Volkswagen left front seat, so that's the one you need, and a left front seat for a Leica back bumper. So I am going to take this needle. That's a quest item. I would like to have that left seat, but if we need it, we'll find it. There's plenty of Leicas laying, or Volkswagens laying around, being that I'm the only one playing in this map right now. Since we're in Sandbox, I'm going to go ahead and put this bumper on, drop this fender off. And bumper on. Need to fix that up. We'll check this other side. I did use my toolbox, so I can't make my suppressor now, but that's okay. Multi-purpose. Use it for a quest item, maybe. We can always make more toolboxes later. Again, that we got all those bolts and nails and scrap. There's another needle. Is this? No, we did grab our Volkswagen, or we did grab our cruiser stuff. I think I am going to take the body though. This is the second dirt bike body we found. So I think I'm going to take it. Quest item. Nothing in there. There is the Rager front seat though. If I had another box, I would probably pick this stuff up, but I guess I could craft another box real quick. That's okay though. I'd almost guarantee we'd go up to the building and find a bunch of toolboxes. We can do probably anything we want. Could craft another box. Let me see how much room we got. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. Let me take this back to the car, and then we'll run up to the building, see how many toolboxes we get. I almost guarantee we'll get at least 2. Okay, we do have the room for it. Let's stick this in here. This is the hard one right there. We'll take the fishing pole and put it in here. Quest items. My arrow. Can't have it. Alright. Quest item. Quest item. This is going to stack now, but it is what it is. I don't care. This is a quest item. And then these we are keeping. This is a quest item as well. Which I'm gonna go ahead and stick the needles in the quest item too. I do have needles in here. I had 3 in here, so I should have 5 now. They stack as well. Might as well. That's a quest. That's a quest. Let's go ahead and open. I don't have a knife because it disappeared. So let's actually eat this MRE. These beef MREs, they're the worst ones. Like I actually ate an MRE before we left the base. We haven't done anything, and we've already ran out of energy. All right, I'm gonna run up to the building, see how many toolboxes we get. I'm going to swing down this back side here too. There's a couple things to search. There's some more nails. We just made a bunch. We'll be okay. There's one toolbox. Put our helmet back on. I'm going to grab a couple things of scrap and nails to make our box as well. I ain't got to go back through my chest. Shouldn't need more than 10. I think I need 4 nails, toolbox. We'll need 2 lead plate at the moment, I think. There's a couple little tarps back here to search as well. A butter knife. It's probably better than nothing at the moment. I can at least open my can. Take my helmet off. Maybe we get lucky, run into some NPCs up here. Don't see any yet. There's a hammer. I am going to need that. It's a tractor. Does it have a battery? I could just open my tab menu. It does have a battery. I'm going to take the battery. We're never coming back for this tractor, so I'm going to use this battery for lead plate. There's some lead plate. Okay, so in the building, on the lower level, you typically find tools. Tools, clothes, gloves. There's a tomahawk. There's a toolbox. So there's one. I said we're probably guaranteed 2. Another nail. We'll take that for our box. Brick. There's 2. Toolboxes are pretty common here. There's another. And they stack, so that's a good thing. I think I have like 4 head torches now, so we don't need any more. This is where I said we get clothes. Another head torch. More gloves. Hat. I'm going to take this lighter. Put it in my cooking. There's an air pump. Maybe we should go find a... Maybe we should go find a boat today. And go find the inflatable. Because we could pull it out of the water at any time. It's another pipe wrench. That pipe wrench is actually a quest item too. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab this one as well. More nails. I should have everything I need with 4 nails. Okay, so like I said, tools. If we go upstairs, we're basically going to get... we could get more tools. We could get screwdrivers, lock picks. More nails. Bolts. Wire. There's some food up here. There's a needle. Take that. Duct tape. We'll take that. Oh, here. since we did take brawling, if you use this, if you use this as your melee weapon, you're gonna level up melee weapon. But because you have high brawling, you actually use the brawling skill to basically be better at fighting with that specific weapon. So in other words, we took brawling. This tool is actually going to use the brawling mechanic, but you're going to level up melee. So this is actually something that's pretty nice to carry around if you have high brawling, and then you can level up your engineering. You can level up your melee with your brawling skill. So we actually took advanced brawling and medium melee, so we can finish leveling up our brawling using the brass knuckles and be efficient at it because we have high brawling, if you understand what I'm saying. There's glue. Now you could collect all these locks because we have so many bolts and nails to make toolboxes. You could collect all these locks, especially since they stack, and turn around and make gold locks out of them. Even though you're not playing in a multiplayer server, you could still use the locks to sell and make money. The gold locks sell for like $500 or something. So if you just go around collecting a bunch of the padlocks and then turn them into gold locks, you know, you could easily make a bunch of money and not take any effort to do anything. Okay, Bushman, we're taking that. I need to get rid of this holster, being that our knife keeps disappearing. Put our gun back in there as well. Another screwdriver. Some wire. I would like to have that bag of charcoal, but we can go to the mine if we need more. Weapon cleaning kit, that's actually a good find. Chainsaw, it's a good find as well. That's a quest item, level 3 quest item though, so it's not important at the moment. Some more padlocks. This is usually the good room. Typically you find all the good stuff in here. That's a quest item. The electric stove, or some rope. We've got plenty of rope at the base in the moment. We don't need any more. Another toolbox, that'll stack. That's it. Jump out here. We'll check a couple things back here, like this military section. There's a helmet, some gunpowder. Well, speaking of helmet, there's some ammo. These are quest items. That's a quest item, 1911. I think we have a couple of these, but we'll take it. Shotgun and a chocolate's a quest item. Okay. We got a couple little boxes we can search out back here. There's a box in the back of the bed. Plus with these trucks, we can still find some good stuff. There's a light in there we could use for base building. Another toolbox, carry it. Another toolbox, we'll stack it. And wire cutters, we're good on that. There is a Leica front right seat. Our Leica's built, we're good. Some more glue, quest item. I think the only thing that I want that we could have found but we didn't find, I guess the only other thing that I would want would be a Leica, or not a Leica, a cruiser seat. That way we can put together a cruiser, because I think we do have one up close to the base in that little town beside the gas station. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build our box right here, drive out and pick it up. And then we'll throw all these toolboxes in here, put this stuff in here, put all this heavy stuff in here. Oh yeah, I need to make our rail for the Tommy gun so I can put this optic on it. I'll just throw all this crap in here. I'm going to keep the brass knuckles on us. Actually put them in here, put that up there. I'll use that for our short rail. I'm going to take a toolbox just in case. We'll take this one. I could actually grab that oil filter as well. I think it was in here. No, it was in one of these trucks. It was this one. It was in one of them. Yeah, it's okay. We'll go in here and craft our rail. Items, craft, short rail. All right, put that on the Tommy gun, put that on the Tommy gun. Now we've got a dot. We are good to go. We're rocking and rolling. Pick up the crate on the way out and run back to our car. I could have drove down here, but I kind of want to do some running around anyway. We're okay. We're okay. Since we're over here, I think we'll go down to A0 and see what kind of quest we can do. Because I think it's been a while since we've been over here for A0. Well, actually, we have not been to A0 at all, so we're going to do quest anyway. Let's use our melee. Clearly, you still punch through puppets, so you have to watch that. When they're in animation, that's typically when you swing through them. So they have to be like in a run or anything like that. If they're in any kind of animation, like they're growling or, you know, roaring or trying to swing at you, you swing through them just about every time. So we will pick up our chest and drive down to A0 Trader and see what we got down there for quest. And I'm still thinking we go over to this coastal town by our base and hit the coastal town and the bunker. I'm thinking we do that. This coastal town, we'll hit that town, the coastal town, and then the bunker, and we'll see what we go from there. All right. Let's start by fixing the car up. And because I have all this cash, I'm going to use I need to check these cards, get them out of my car. I don't think you can sell them yet. I still don't. I don't think you can sell them still, but we're going to check. Let's burn this cash on our car. I'm going to fix everything but the chassis. Everything else should be pretty cheap. The chassis is probably going to be big dollar. Yeah, $4,000 for the chassis. But $1. This is $22. This is $27. Front bumper's probably going to be expensive. $157. $400 for the front. I'm going to fix that with a repair kit. $64. Let's see, fix the door, fix the seats. They're $8. $7. Oh, for some reason I took the tire off when I tried to fix the door. $11 for the door. And the alternator needs fixing. $500 for the alternator. We'll fix it with a repair kit. Service. Chassis. I mean, repair kits are pretty easy to get. You could just fix everything with a repair kit, save the money, but to me, the money doesn't matter. I barely ever use the money for anything other than fixing the car, buying fuel, or anything like that. So, I didn't want to take the door off. In service, put that away, and then I want to stick our giant stuff in our newly found box. And actually, what I like to do, if I'm going to carry more than 2 boxes, like I usually carry a quest box and I usually carry a loot run box. But because we picked up all that big stuff for quest and vehicles, I'm going to call this one loot, or not loot, quest odd. And I'm going to stick all the oddball pieces and parts in here. So let's see. So like this, if you look at these are odd. So they have a one spot. I'm going to take the toolboxes out. 1911 is not a quest item. This is an odd part, so we can stick that in there, but we can also do that, and that gives us our extra space back. Weapon cleaning kits are actually quest items, but because I have so many guns to fix right now, I'm pulling them out. And then these are what I don't call odd, because they are basically one square instead of, like, the half a square. So I put these in quest. Put that in quest. Lead plates come with me. Lighters come with me. That's in quest. This stuff's going to stack as soon as I drop it in there, but it is what it is. I don't feel like dealing with it. Being lazy. This is coming. This is a quest item. This is coming. Now, the batteries are a quest item too, but in my opinion, they are not worth the quest item because we're going to use the lead plate. And actually, I should probably start buying batteries too, because I don't care about the money. Because lead plate's going to be hard to find, and we're going to need a lot of it to kill mechs now. So I'm going to put these in loot run. These are actually quest items as well. We can stick those in there. And then, like I said, all of our oddball stuff, like the needles. Needles is odd. The 249 is odd. The M9's odd. These car jacks are odd. The batteries are odd. All these guns are odd. So all the oddball stuff I put in here. And then all the square stuff I keep in here. So we'll put these in here. And then we'll put these in loot run. 1911 goes in here. That goes in there. That can go in there. These need to go in my backpack, which I need to make sure I didn't put any in there. And the lighter can go in there. So we actually have 2 batteries. I need to pull that out. I keep the toolboxes in here in case we need them, but they're also quest items. So I'll try to use the toolbox before getting rid of it if I can. All right, so then we have, these are actually not odd, but they're big parts. So if I start getting a lot of quest stuff, I'll make a third, and I'll do quest, which is all just little stuff. It'll be all one square items, and then I'll do odd for the oddball items, and then I'll do big, and that'll be basically all of the other stuff that you can use. Like this stuff here, this is all big, and I'll put all these big items in here. But we'll just put an odd for now. That way we keep our loot run box empty, because I'm sure we'll fill it up going into a bunker or something. All right, so then we have all of our quest stuff. We got our oddball stuff plus our vehicle wheels that we may need. And now let's see about some quest items. Oh yeah, I forgot that one there. Let's put these in here. I should have a couple more spots for 3 use. And then we've got a lot of 2U screwdrivers. We're going to burn all these in the bunker. I need to see if these sell, and then let's see what we can do for quest.
Welcome, welcome. Could you help me with these?
Chocolate candies. I know I have at least 2. Duct tape. We definitely have duct tape. Find 2 batteries. We should have batteries, telephone booths, air conditioners, and glue. So I'm definitely going to do duct tape, batteries, and if we have the candies, we have the candies, but we also have the glue as well. But this is one of the reasons why I don't like stacking. I don't like the fact that they auto stack that stuff. Because like we have all this duct tape that's stacked up to 30 uses, and they want 10 of these. So this is a lot of duct tape. This is a lot of duct tape for no money, realistically. The same with the glue. They want 5 of these. And then the batteries, which is, we should have another one right there. Do we have the candies? Let's see. I don't think we do. We've got the one that I just stuck in here, which is right there. We haven't been to enough bunkers to get a bunch of candies. I think I was eating them too. I was being a little fat chocolate kid. Either way,
welcome. Could you help me with these?
We've got the 10 duct tape, which is crazy. We've got
Could you help me with these?
the 2 batteries. And we've got glue.
I would be really grateful if you could do it with haste.
All right, so we completed all 3 for him. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple things for the next guy. He didn't want one of my duct tape. Must have had one down low or something. I'm going to grab 3 45 boxes, 3 9mm boxes, 3 12 gauge boxes, because we should have 3 38 boxes. Need 3 of those, which right there. And then do we have, let's see, I don't think we have 22 or 357 yet. We do have 2 22s. There's some more 45. I don't like getting rid of this stuff to this trader either, but we'll take the M9 flashlight, we'll take the MVGs, we'll take, there should be a block in the other one. There's a 9mm, the M9 and the block. These are all quest. So we should get all 3 with at least this bundle. Hopefully.
Sup? Looking for work?
22. There's our block. 800 bucks. There's our 38.
The sooner you get this done, the better.
There's our 45. I'm going to save the 45 though if we can. Kill puppets with sharp tools is an easy one, but I don't want to leave. I want to get all these right now so I can unlock the mechanic. We're using 9mm in our pistol. We're using 45 in our Tommy gun. I want to use the Tommy gun more, so let's get rid of the 9mm.
The sooner you get this done, the better.
Okay, and that opens up our mechanic. So basically you need 3 quests per trader to open up the trader after that one. So it goes 3 quests at the general, 3 quests at the armor, 3 quests at the mechanic, and then 3 quests at the doctor. See what this guy wants. Car repair kit's easy. Car battery, those are car battery cables. I have a bunch of those at the base. TVs, easy. Pipe wrench is easy. Oil filter, easy. Car jack, easy. So I think we'll do, let's see what we have for car repair kits. They're probably the easiest thing to find. Let's see. We do have quite a few of them in here. So we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of the pipe wrench. And we'll get rid of the car jack. Maybe.
Need this done.
Car
Take
repair
it or
kit.
leave it.
Pipe wrench.
Yes.
These three things here are probably the easiest things to find anyway. And oil filter. I could get rid of an oil filter, but we don't need a jack.
Yes, good.
I just want the quest open. Okay, now we open the doctor. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put this stuff back. And for the doctor, his beginning quests are usually along the lines of blisters. So these, we have a painkiller, antibiotic, vitamin, charcoal, and potassium. The other things that he usually wants is just one rubber glove or one set of doctor's clothing, like the top and the bottom. Looks like I don't have a bottom though. The other thing he wants will be alcohol, which I do not have any alcohol at the moment. Probably a good thing to stop at the hospital, to be honest. We should have done that before we came to the trader though. Let's see if we can get by it with just this stuff.
Hello, what is your emergency?
Oop.
Remember to keep hydrated. We could really use your help.
All right,
with
swab
these.
the churches is easy. Just stop by a church. 5 disposable masks. That's another one I forgot. I should have that stuff. There's our glove. Now, the thing about the disposable mask and the gloves, the disposable masks are pretty easy to get. You can get 5 of those pretty much anywhere. So those aren't the bad thing. But for the gloves, I would like to keep the glove because once you get up to the higher tier quest, he'll want like a mask, a glove, a doctor shirt, and a pair of pants for like a level 2 quest. So I like to save those. There's an antibiotic blister, vitamin blister. Okay, so looks like we're going to have to unlock the 3. I might have the mask. We'll try for the mask.
There are lives at stake here.
Let me do the other ones first. There's our antibiotic.
Thank you. Really.
And there's our vitamin.
Thank you. Really.
Now, if I have the mask, what we're going to end up doing is we have to do essentially 2 rounds of 3 quests. So we need 6 tier 1 quests in order to unlock tier 2. Let's see, do we have the mask? I think I did the mask last time. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this crap glove just to get it. But you need to do 6. You need to do 6 of the tier 1 quest in order to unlock tier 2.
Goodbye.
Hello, what is your emergency? We could really use your help with these.
We'll find another glove. It's okay. Okay. And that puts us at 230, and we got 19,000. We started at like 10,000 when we came in here. I'm gonna see if we can sell these. I'm going to buy some.
You either buy or get lost.
I'm gonna buy some rice and cereal.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse
I'm
around.
gonna buy an African biltong as well.
Here's what I got.
Rice, or this is cornflakes and rice. So this is like these 2 things right here are like my go-tos for sustaining myself food-wise for a long time. So like I have protein right now. I'll just eat 1 of each of these. I'm going to save that for desperate times, desperate measures kind of thing. Although I probably should eat it now because it'll probably go bad. But I eat one of these, one of each, and this will probably last me for like the next half hour, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm gonna do something crazy or physical, I might take two bites of each. I'll check these cars real quick. That pile there has a lot of good stuff in it sometimes. There's our Volkswagen back seat, a knife, some more bobby pins, which I'm gonna make some bobby pins before we leave here, just to get ready for the bunker. I think I have 10 on me, but I need a couple more.
How's it hanging?
Bobby pins. Should have a whole bunch here. Bobby pins, bobby pins, bobby pins. All right, I'm gonna make a bunch of bobby pins real quick. This is a survival building as well, so you can build up your survival crafting bobby pins. Don't need the paper. I'm gonna craft a bunch of bobby pins, see if we can sell these key cards, which I don't think we can, and then we're gonna be on our way to. I think we're gonna go up to the. We're gonna basically drive by the base. We're gonna hit this town here, see what we find there, and then we're gonna hit that coastal town, and then we'll come back by the bunker, and by then it'll probably be late. So let me finish crafting these up. I'll see you guys at the town. Now I'm gonna put 4 stacks of bobby pins down here. I actually have another one there, so that's 50 uses of bobby pins. Let me throw the rest of these in the car. Oop. And let's go see if we can sell. Let's go see if we can sell these key cards. I am going to eat this biltong as well because it's already lost 1%, 2% now. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this biltong as well. Okay, so I diverted just slightly. I went from the A0 trader, came up here, and I diverted slightly from going north. I went south down to this river because it appears that there's a float down there, or not a float, a dinghy, Zodiac. Usually a good spawn for a boat. And yep, there is. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We found one. I have found more boats here than probably anywhere else. This is probably my go-to boat spawn. I am going to take that. It's a good rifle. Well, I should start using this, but it isn't going to do much. Now the question is can I deflate it without the pump? Yes, I can. Hopefully it doesn't go in the water though. Disappeared. I think it's in the water. It is in the water. That's good. Okay, we can still grab it. We're good. All right. No, we can't grab it. When we stand up, we can't see it. That sucks. All right, let's try this. Sucks that I had to get wet, but we got it. All right, nice. Now let's see what we have. We should be able to put it right here. Perfect. I love that you can deflate it and put it anywhere you want. We do have a pump at the base, so we're good there. But mission success. We found a dinghy for the day. One more vehicle off our checklist. I'm gonna head to that coastal town now. We do need to stop and get fuel, and I want to fill up that container anyway, so let's do that. Let me get my pistol out in case an NPC's here. I don't see anyone yet. I don't hear any puppets either. Yeah, there's one. Use our brass knuckles on him. Maybe if it don't get stuck. Brass knuckle baby. I think he took a little damage from jumping though. Grab this. All right, we got both our tanks filled. Let's see if there's a backpack in here. There's a crossbow. I might use that. I might use that. It's not very, they're not very good, but I do like using them. And because we have 5 strength, they're not bad to use either. I'll take an extra pair of medical scissors. Those are quest items. So because we have 5 strength, they're not horrible to use. If you have low strength though, they can be a little tedious. And you can stick a wide variety of optics on here, including the Spectre, which is what I usually put on there, or the Spectral. It's called a Spectre IRO. A screwdriver, that's good. Okay, what we got outside? There's a mountain bike. A little far from where I want to be, but I think our one mountain bike disappeared. There's a toolbox for a quest item. Some boots. Okay, I think we're good. Throw this in here. Where's that gun at? Throw that in there too. These as well. Screwdriver can go in here, and the food can go in the car as well. Card can go back in, and money can go right here. There we go. All right, we're gonna head to that coastal town this time for sure, unless something catches my eye. Since we were driving right back by the base, I wanna go ahead and drop that boat off. Oh, and by the way, we could not sell the key cards still. So I know some servers do allow you to sell the key cards in the servers once you, even though they're used. So that is one thing I like to keep checking to see if they make them any more valuable. Let's see, crafting should have my pump. And let's see. Let's put it over here closer to the water. I'm gonna drop it in the water, seeing how it kind of fell in the water the last time. And inflate. No, hopefully I don't drown. Which I'm going to because I got all this gear on. Kind of sucked. We got a boat perfectly parked right where I need it. Oh, I did move the plane. The plane was having some issues kind of parking right here, so I did move the plane over to this side of my island. It's actually parked on the island right now, so I was having some issues with it. We do need to get an airplane repair kit too. I probably should start looking for one of them. Well, being that we got absolutely soaked, I'm gonna go ahead and dry off again, and then we're definitely going to the coast town after that. Let me grab some firewood, but I'll be back. I'll meet you guys at the coast town for sure this time. I keep saying that, but definitely for the sure this time. All right, so this is the first. This isn't the coastal town, but this is the first town I was talking about before. See if I can get out of the vehicle without getting beat up too bad. Come over here, buddy. Still swinging through the puppets. Oh, NPC there. Oh, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Did he just growl? I think he just growled at me. Oh, there he is. He's dead. Okay. This is the first town I was talking about we were going to stop at, right before the coastal town. The one reason I wanted to stop here is because of this right here. This right here is a postal box for the traders. And what I was going to do is use our... we do not have a battery in it. I do not have a smartphone battery, I guess. Let me see. Do I have one in here? No, we do not. I believe I have one in here. Backup. Anyway, let's put that in there. I do need to fix my stuff. I've been getting beat up a little bit. But I want to see what the other traders have to offer as far as quest. And we can use our cell phone to do that. Turn it on. Use. Ooh, look at this. We got lots of completed. Okay, so I've only got one other trader quest, Z3. And he wants 10 duct tape. I don't think there's going to be 10 duct tape in this town, but I do have quite a bit of duct tape. So I can use this postal box instead of going to Z3. Turn this off. I'll need to turn it back on in a minute. So 10 duct tape he wants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, 10 duct tape he gets. And just like that, we completed another quest. So you don't have to go to the traders to do the quest. You can just look for those little yellow boxes. There's like they're not in every town. They're in a specific number of towns, but they are around. Let's see what we can find. It's just too bad that you can't use the cell phone more. I think that's the only downside to the way I look at it, is there's not enough quest in the cell phone to really make a big difference than just driving from town to town. But I do want to go to these coastal towns to see if we find any more fishing stuff. I would like to get some more bobbers and stuff like that. Bobbers, floats, fishing hooks, those type of items. There's some more gloves for us. Of course, we don't need to spend a lot of time here either, because there's not much that we actually need in this town. Like, we have the majority of everything we're going to find. I mean, we could get lucky and find something special, yellow screwdriver, you know, something of that sort. But the likelihood of us finding something that we absolutely need is going to be pretty rare. Like, I'll take this for just extra, but we don't need it. Never know when I die, I lose my body kind of thing. Some more duct tape. This flour, the flour 91% is actually pretty good. We can get the stuff we need to make bread. Which actually, I need to check to see what all we have. I need to make wheelbarrow today as well. I forgot about that already. Some more shotgun shells, some raisins. chili. Make some jambalaya. There's some soap. You make sure this isn't one of the little loot goblins. No, he's not. Vehicle repair kit and a cleaver. We don't need that. The lantern. Ooh, we definitely need lead plate. Stuff like that is stuff we want. Now, how'd you die? Who killed you? Who did you upset? Leggings. There's a screwdriver. Lighter, matches. An eye patch. We'll take the needle. It's another knife sheath that's not any good to us at the moment. Need to remember to take my knife out of my sheath or just throw it away. I should just throw it away. What we got here? The door is off of this. It means they're not gonna be able to search anything in there. We do have apple trees here we can search. So that's a cherry tree. Cherries are actually really good. Broken down building. Let's see what we got in here. Corn. A lot of this stuff I would like, the vegetables and stuff I would be collecting mostly for seeds if I was playing on a multiplayer server. I wouldn't really use them. Some combat pants. Some bunny slippers. Backpack. Sneakers. There's a banjo. Now this is a quest item, so we are actually really far from it. You know, I'm not even going to pick it up. The likelihood of us getting a tier 3 quest with how slow everything goes is pretty small chance. Pretty small chance. There's a good pick, but that banjo is a tier 3 item. There's a mag. I don't think we'll get to tier 3 quests on any trader, because what we have to do is we've got to do at least one more round at the 2 traders that we did complete, and then we need another. So basically we need 6. We need 6 to get to tier 2 per trader. So, you know, 6 at the general, 6 at the armor, 6 at the mechanic, 6 at the dock, and then that's to get to tier 2. To get to tier 3, you need 12. So you need 12 tier 2 items. So that's, you know, that's a lot of grinding if you don't play on it on regular pace kind of thing. You know, if you're not playing 4 hours a day or something, 5 hours a day, then you'll probably almost never get to tier 3 quest. I'm only playing maybe twice a week at the moment for 4 hours. So the likelihood of us getting to tier 3 is pretty small chance. I think we're done here. We're not finding anything we want. This is a quest item. Yeah, let's go to the coastal town. I still want to go to the bunker tonight. We got a couple decent things. So one reason I wanted to come here is I haven't been here for quite some time, actually. Yeah, it's probably been a few months since I've been here. Punch, 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 punch. Ding dong. Hit me. Let's throw this stuff in here. I'm going to eat the cherries. Screwdrivers can go in here. I'm actually going to use a bunch of them here soon. That's a quest item. This stuff can go in here. Quest item. Quest item. Food. Quest item. This can go in here for now. I'll separate it later. This is a quest item. Okay. Loot run. Quest. Hopefully we find some fish and stuff. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I want to go to the bunker. Would like to find some more lead plate though. A lot of just repair stuff, nails and stuff like that in there. Another good pick. You know, something I haven't been paying attention to is cargo drops. I wonder if there's one on the map. Nope. I haven't seen one yet. At least I haven't noticed. There we go. I want that flint and steel. That's 30 uses of fire. At the way that I'm getting wet, I'll probably use it. There's a Kruger mag and a cell phone. It's not really... Cell phone's not that great to me. Not at this point. Craft C4 out of it. It's one of the components, I should say. Cleaver. I don't think I'll check that stuff. I'm gonna go up here. This is a church. These are the quests that you typically have to do. You have to come up here and wash that. Some rope. Come on, give me something I'm not expecting. Some duct tape. Shotgun shells. Some Crocs. This place is going to have a bunch of food, so there's water. Might find a screwdriver, some money up here. Usually laying on the tables. Some food usually laying on tables as well. There's a bottle, something. The kitchen. Looks like a box of raisins over there. Yep, raisins, milk. I want fishing stuff. But I don't think we're going to get it here. Some yeast. It's pretty bad. Otherwise, I'd take it. So there used to be, doesn't look like it anymore, but there used to be a small store here. They changed it into a cafe. Actually, I don't think I've been here since 1.0. I think I have, but I can't remember. I love these trees though. They give you a lot of, these dates give you a lot of fat. There's a hospital. Get pharmacy, whatever it is. I guess I don't have any masks. I could start collecting those. We'll probably get 5 of them just here. There's 2. Some money. Potassium box. Bandage, quest item, painkillers, waste bags, scissors. Scissors are part of tier 3 quest items. Take the needles. Burn gel's a quest item. Here's another mask. Some more money. More scissors. Come on, give me all 5 of my mask. You can do it. More painkillers. There's another one. Need one more mask, please. Nope. Don't look like we're going to get it. Nope. Didn't get it. Got 4 out of the 5. We could probably get 20 of them inside of the bunker we're going to. Here's a school, which sometimes you find some good stuff in here. Clothing. Pair of shorts. Gas mask. Not quite sure why a kid's got a gas mask. Rubber gloves. We could use those for kill boxes. You can cut them up for rubber bands. There's another pump. Dream Reaper hat. Battery. That's a good battery. Could use that. I think my head torch is probably about... Yeah, but actually the head torch is dead. I don't even know why I'm carrying that battery around. Let's put that one in. 87%. Some milk. Good milk too. I'll take it. 45 ammo. I do need to top off my mag. 22 ammo. Let's do that. Oh. We've actually shot that a couple times by the way it looks. I got a Tommy gun. Okay. We are done in the school. These buildings here usually have just super random stuff in it. Clothes for the most part, but super random stuff. There's a guitar. That's a tier 3 quest item. Screwdriver glue? Nope. Money? Soap? Nothing here. There's a baseball bat. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, one more level up. Some ammo, 22 ammo. Some wire. Gloves. Motorcycle boots. I haven't seen those in a while. Usually a garage right here. Rubber gloves. We've got plenty of rubber gloves at the moment. Bolts. Man, I'm not even seeing any NPCs or anything. Just puppet. It's another one of those houses we just came out of. Bunch of random stuff usually. bobby pins, sporn bag. And let's go back here, see what we got. Ooh, there's a cafe in this one. It's a little different than normal. Shoes. More soap. More soap. A couple knives. Some ammo. Skirt. Eye patch. Should be alright. Let's jump out. It's a big garage in this one. A lot of stuff we really don't need. Just keep cruising down. We'll check a couple more of these houses and then we're gonna go to the bunker. Not looking like we're gonna find any fishing stuff. I was kind of hoping, being that it's coast town, they kind of changed the loot to where you might get some fishing stuff here, but it's not looking like it's going to be the case. Another one of those houses we just came out of. This is typically got food and clothes. Yeah, basically all the same. I'm not really seeing anything special. Drink book. There's an upstairs to this place, but we're gonna skip it. Another one of those cafes with the upstairs. What we got over here? A couple sheds. What's this place? Another one of those. Broken down truck. Another 3-story. There's a dirt bike wheel. We do not have a dirt bike wheel yet, so that's one good find. We'll throw that in our box. Some glue. I think we're done here. There's a lot of just clothing, food. I was kind of hoping for some fishing stuff. Obviously, you got your garages for screwdrivers. It has changed a little bit. I don't remember it being like this. They did do a couple things different. See, because of our brawling skill, we're beating him up pretty good, but we're getting melee, unless they've changed it. But we should be getting melee out of that. All right, we'll throw this in here. Should still fit. And then we have quest and loot. So all these, pretty much a lot of this stuff is quest items. A lot of this stuff is quest items. Batteries are quest. I'm going to put the smartphone battery in the loot run though. Screwdrivers are going elsewhere. These are quest items. You see how easy it is to get quest stuff though. It's really not that big a deal. And to get a vehicle and then just box it all up and keep it, it's usually pretty easy to stay sustained with quest stuff. You could go around to all 4 of them pretty easy if you played regularly. put this in here. And then I do have one more 3. I got 2 more 3 use now. Okay, well, our screwdriver backpack is filled, so the rest of these are going in the car. What else we got? We got extra stuff. Let me take this off so we quit overheating. Let me just put this down here along with this stuff since we're going in the bunker. There's another 3U screwdriver. And since we're going in the bunker, I'm going to take the helmet off and eat this fruit. We don't need any food. Their biltong is actually still going. Biltong gives you a lot of fat. But I'm going to eat these, just get the water. I'm going to grab some screwdrivers. We're going to go to the bunker. See what we come up with. I'm going to grab the 2 users. Let's see. 20 ought to be good. That's 20. 10, 20. 20 uses ought to be good. Could take a couple more in case we mess up on the... I'll take these 1 uses as well. In case we mess up on the Phoenix tier lockers. All right. Here is B4 bunker, and we're missing our chance to get into the bunker here, so this is actually one of the easier bunkers to get into. Where you at, Giggles? Must be upstairs. In the other room, maybe? There he is. Alright, we'll let him explode in peace. Sizz. MP5 mag. Probably should go find the lockers first. Geiger, or not a Geiger counter, metal detector in that box. Bunch of clothing. There's a 40mm grenade launcher. Nice. TNT. Wow. Okay. Let's go to weapon lockers first. Weapon, I think one of them is upstairs. They might both be upstairs. Can't remember. AK mag. Nice. Okay, here's one of the armories. So we could go do an abandoned bunker, but I want to continue leveling up my thievery. I mean, this stuff here isn't going to get us far, but I do want to continue leveling up my thievery before we go start doing abandoned bunkers. And there's a 249. We're gonna have a lot of stuff that I should have brought that jacket. It's okay. We will be a-okay. I want to continue leveling up my thievery, working on my bow. Ideally, before you do an abandoned bunker or or go to the radiation zone, it's good to get about medium thievery. That's ideally what I would prefer to have if I was going to start with those. You can do them without medium thievery, medium archery as well. That's one thing I was going to say. Medium archery, medium thievery, as those are kind of something I would prefer to do. So we got 2 vows, AS vows in here, but you don't have to. You don't have to. You could do it. Just depends on how good you feel about doing it. You could do it with less. I have before. It probably will this time, because we're not going to get anywhere near anything great as far as our thievery and our archery goes before we finish up this episode, this season, this series. So, but it's good to still do it. This is a quest item. Obviously, I'm picking up ammo, stuff like that. I can take one of these. If I have a toolbox, I can break this one down and probably fix this one all the way up. I can actually carry it as long as I triple carry for now. There's an MRE. There's a dial lock, which is good. Cheeseburger MRE is decent. It's the beef MREs that suck. Tuna MRE is pretty good too. There is another military survival knife. I'm gonna take it because we keep losing our knives. I'll just keep that one as backup. Alright, there's that. He spawned in somewhere. It's interesting. There's an M9. That's a quest item. I cannot carry it at the moment. Although, I could do this. This is a bigger gun. I put it on my back. Put this stuff here. I can actually turn this. Get a little bit more room. And put these elsewhere. I should have some extra spots somewhere else. The M9 can go right here to kind of make up that janky space. Could do this as well. That gives us an extra space for that. I think I'm going to try to just maximize the goods. I think I'm only going to stay in here once. I'm not going to make 2 trips. So the sewing kits are quest items. I'm going to take them. Don't need any more food. These are basically just food. Sometimes you get lucky with a screwdriver, but compass is worth good money. More food, more food. I will take the meat snack because we're kind of suffering on protein at the moment. Protein items. We got a bunch of carbs and fats, but no proteins. This is actually a smaller bunker. Even though there's an upstairs, it's kind of a 2 big loops kind of thing. A shotgun fits in our spot. Bedroll, that's a quest item. It's another MRE. Beef. I'm not taking a beef. Beef or junk. So you can make improvised flashlights for just about every gun with this Desert Eagle flashlight. So we'll take it. There's quite a bit of ammo in here. 45. I'll take the 45. We'll go this way real quick and then we'll continue back that way. Some more 57 ammo. That's Car 98 ammo. Holster, helmet. This is a quest item. Problem is I don't have quest item room. I think they've lowered the weight on the boots. I think this used to be a 1 kilo. Now you can only carry half a kilo in it. Let's put a couple screwdrivers down in here. Here's the ladder exit, which is actually a really decent exit. The yellow mech up there, he walks a big circle instead of a small one like most of them. It's 9mm. I could be taking all this ammo. Eventually we use it, but being that we're picking up so much, I don't think it'll matter. Kind of hoping to see some NPCs. I haven't seen very many. There's a 1911 rail. Some more ammo. There's some 44. That's actually a quest item. I'm going to take that instead of those 2 rounds. There's another optic for us. I could throw it on the shotgun. And some 50 AE rounds. M16 magazine. That's pretty decent. Could get rid of some bobby pins or some rags. Let's see. Let's get rid of the 1911 or 1911 ammo. 45 ammo. Apparently we've spawned in some kind of a horde. Open. Okay, so we have, this is control room. Usually find some good screwdrivers in these. Some glue, more quest items. Screwdrivers, locks, padlocks, pins, cell phones. Bobby pins. Stuff for mines. Locking your base. There's another good glove. I would like to have that. Sharpen a stone's a quest item. Let's just fix up. We'll fix up our knives. Throw the sharpening stone down. Sharpening stone's not that big of a quest item for me. We can find more. I would much rather have the rubber gloves than the sharpening stone. .1911 mag. Ink pens. Ink pens are for mines. Bobby pins. Paper. I guess I could be using my light for you guys. Let there be light. Padlock. There's pick. So it's pretty much what you can usually find in desk. You'll find your bobby pins, your locks, your screwdrivers, padlocks. There's a 3-use. Do I have a 1-use I can drop? I'll just drop the 1-use, take the 3-use. We got so many screwdrivers, don't even matter right now. Duct tape. More glue. Okay, not finding anything great. More duct tape. Let's go back downstairs. We'll go back out this way and continue our loop. So what we have is we'll go through here. We're going to eventually come down this hallway, but we'll go through here. There is a hallway with medical lockers. We'll do last. And then more food in these. Probably not going to find anything other than that. Canteens. I would like to trade out the canteen, actually. We'll trade this for this. Ugh, too heavy. Still too heavy. I think they've changed a lot of the weights on this stuff. Okay, we'll keep our water bottle. I would like to have a canteen. More food, more food. Cheeseburger. We've got plenty of food. We could actually drop the food we have. This is the hallway with the medical lockers. We'll go out here first though. Let's just drop the food. Carry something more important. There's Giggles and an NPC spawned at the exact same time. That's not very nice.
Does it even matter who it is?
These are higher tier NPCs too. Not tier 5, but I think they're tier 2 or tier 3. She dropped her shotgun. I don't care about it. What'd he drop? He dropped a 22, and there's a toolbox. So we can take and dismantle this one and fix this one. And we'll go ahead and fix our helmet since we got a toolbox. Fix our suppressor. Fix our armor. And then I don't want to carry the toolbox out, so we'll use it on a suppressor. This SVD one I'll probably use to kill a mech. So we'll use it on that. Then we'll take our bow. Could use that 22 mag. Military shovel. There's a 45 suppressor, which we can't use. We could use it on the UMP. We could switch up. Didn't want to use the good pick, but... Ooh, what did I just pick up? 57 ammo. I don't want that. I could start picking up some gunpowder, but as you can see, gunpowder is pretty easy to get. This is a 545 suppressor, so it goes on the 74, AK-74. Some more ammo for us. I don't know if, are we carrying a stack of 45 right now? No, we're not. Binoculars. So nothing great. Nothing great so far. There's a red dot. We actually have one of those. Could stick it on a UMP. Could stick the 45 suppressor on the UMP as well. Some more ammo. Actually finding a pretty decent amount of ammo. Knife sheath. More BMG AP rounds. Definitely taking those. Another SVD suppressor. I should probably take it if I can fit it somewhere. Let's do this. Put this red dot on here along with this suppressor. Gives us a little more room. We're overweight anyway, so it doesn't matter. What else we got? Could put a flashlight on there as well. I'll end up forgetting that that stuff's on there. That's the bad part. I always do. Kunai. Alright. So then we have... I think the other armory is down here. And we have the two... I think the other armory is that way. I can't remember. In 9 mag. We do have two medical lockers in here, though. Got a chance to get Phoenix Tears. Which Phoenix Tears will help us big time in the abandoned bunker. if we start dealing with too many razors. We could get another hazmat suit out of here. I don't think we have one yet, but we don't have any room for a hazmat suit either. Feeling a little rusty. Oh, there is plenty of good stuff in here too. That's all useful. It's all useful. And we got Phoenix tiers. I'll tell you what, if there's a yellow suit in here, we'll carry it out. There's not. I'm not going to worry about it. There is a couple. I have found a couple backpacks, but I really don't want to triple carry a backpack right now. Alright, we do have another medical locker right here. Feeling really rusty right now. Let me lay down. So the other thing about failing lockpicking is you actually do get points for failing lockpicking. So it's actually somewhat better to practice on this stuff than it is to practice on the other things. Oh man, I sucked on that one. I can't believe I used all the screwdrivers on it. That's all right. I do got that one use upstairs I could go back up and get. We got one Phoenix tier anyway, so I haven't played SCUM as much as I usually do, so I'm not feeling lockpicking right now. Well, we are using basic lockpicking at the moment as well. That's another issue. Bathrooms, we don't need anything in there. Here's the other armory. That's going to be food. Of course, we don't have any screwdrivers now, but we can still check this stuff. We're pretty much full anyways, it doesn't matter. I do want the SVD mag, 100%. Ammo, 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 more ammo. It's not bad, not bad. Holster. Sewing kit. It's good, fine. Got more lockers. I could run out and get more screwdrivers. We got way more than we need. Okay. We are done here. So I am overweight. If I have to drop my backpack, I will. But what I want is he's coming back, by the way it sounds, he's coming back right here, right now. He should stop right now. Yep. And then he's going to continue walking that way. When he starts walking back this way, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to just walk straight for the front gate. But I can't do a full sprint because I'm overweight, and even if I did, I don't have any stealth, so it'll be bad for us. Alright, here he comes. I'm going to go ahead and prep the door. Walk straight for the front gate. Hopefully we make it in time. We might just barely make it.
Stop right there.
Head for this corner so he can't see me.
Segmentation
And we're good.
detected. Interrupt presenter.
Just like that. Just like that. Power off. He's kind of broken. So I guess I didn't really get much time to explain it. When he starts, where he's at right now is where he stops on this side, and I usually start walking in from here, and you usually have a pretty decent amount of time to get to the door from there. But he's not going to stop now because he's aggroed. But from here to the door, you usually have a pretty decent amount of time when he's not aggroed to walk in from this hole up to the door. And then like you've seen when you leave, even though you're heavy, just come straight out the door, straight for the exit, and tuck that corner so he can't see you when you walk out the gate. While you open the gate, you'll be just fine. 249 is a quest item. We already have one. We got to get the tier 2 quest to be able to turn them in though. But we do have it. The M9 is another quest item, but I don't have this M9 yet. Let's put that there, put that there. Let's pull this out. Sewing kits are quest items. I have 2 sewing kits right now, which are pretty decent, so I'm just going to put these in quest. We don't need it. These are going to go into... Oops, I think I messed up. These are going to go into our loot run box. I need to take that stuff off that UMP. These I'm going to keep... Actually, I'm just going to keep these... I'm going to keep them on me. We get messed up too bad, we'll use them. M9 or 9mm box is a quest item. This is going in our stock. This is going in our stock. I should probably start carrying one of these on me too, because these do work against NPCs. You can use them. Don't know what we're going to use that for, but we'll figure it out. This is quest item. That's going to be useful. Quest item. Quest item. Quest item. Although those good lockpick, those good gloves are going to go into my lockpicking. This is a spare knife. This is keep. That's a keep. This is a quest item. This is a quest item. These are keep. Quest item. Keep. Keep. That should be everything. I'm going to keep this here. Along with this. We'll put this here. We can use this against NPCs. The rest of that can stay. The rest of that can stay. Yep. So we're good here. Let's go back to base. Do some fishing. We got a fishing pole. We can finish fixing it and do a little fishing. See if we can get some bass fishing in. Maybe some catfish tonight. All right. It was a productive day for the most part. We got our fishing pole. I didn't make our workbench, but we could do that real quick. It's not that big a deal. I just don't know if I want to make one right here or not. I guess I could just make one right here and call it a day. Wouldn't be that big a deal. I should have everything we need. That shouldn't be an issue. Workbench. Right like so. Looks like a good spot. I could always stand right here. If I stand right here and craft, everything should fall right here on the platform, so we should be good. Okay, couple logs, couple planks, some scrap, bolts, drill and rebar cutter, which I know I got the drill in here. We've got inside of gear, we've got a whole bunch of planks and logs, I think. Of course, what's it want? Once doesn't matter what logs it wants. Could do the little logs. Yeah, we got logs here. Let's do that. Let's do the planks. There's that. I need a couple more planks. Another log. Some scrap, which we have in the toolbox, base building box. Actually, we have scrap in our other box. We got to unload it anyway. This box. We have bolts, scrap. We got the toolbox. We've got plenty of those. I need to finish fixing my fishing pole too. Here we go. And toolbox. Toolbox. What else we need? Need the rebar cutter and we're done. Which we have plenty. We've got plenty of rebar cutters. Look at all of them. It doesn't matter which one you use. I typically tend to try to use the crappy ones because it doesn't matter. And then I use the crappy ones for quest as well. And then that way, if I get desperate for money, which I won't, then I can use the good ones for. I can use the good ones for selling purposes. And then to make our next item that we were going to do today, we were going to do a wheelbarrow like so, and that's going to require some planks, some sticks, but we also need our wagon wheel. Nope, not a motorcycle wheel. All right, some planks, sticks, scrap. We have pretty much everything there. A couple planks. I can make more planks. We got a couple sticks. We need long sticks. And everything should be there. There's our wheel. We need a couple more sticks. Long sticks. Need a couple more planks. Oh, we got everything for that right here. And one more stick. Complete. Did everything we wanted to do today. Awesome. Ah, look. 10 minutes though. I don't want to wait for that. Let's roll this up here if we can. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. There we go. So, if this still works, we can use this wheelbarrow as a refrigerator for now. If anything you stick in a chest and then stick in a wheelbarrow used to not get destroyed. Used to, keyword. Don't know if that's still the case, but used to. Throw this stuff back here. Let's put our Tommy gun away for the moment. We're not going to need it. Get our fishing pole. And we got some fishing stuff. Some bait. I need the reel. Fix the reel. All right, so we have the best fishing line, which is this 0.5. This is the best fishing line. You know what? Just unpack it all. Unpack, unpack, unpack. I'm a little rusty, so we might just ruin all this anyway. And we do, then to stick this stuff on, you gotta have fishing line. Ooh, the bait's not very good. Fishing line, bobber, hook. The triple hooks are the best ones. And bait. Let's jump on our boat. Go do some fishing. See what we can come up with. Does this thing have fuel in it? It does. We're good. Looks like a good spot. All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. Thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Now there is a chart online somewhere that shows you exactly what time to fish for what fish and what bait they take and in what body of water they go in. There's a chart out there somewhere. I'll try to post it in my Discord if I can find it again. I think I have it somewhere. It says there's a fish over there. Oh, I got one. Oh shit, it's a big catfish too. Biggin. It was a biggin. I wasn't expecting that. I was dilly-dallying with other things. Alright, let's try this again. That was a biggin. She was a biggin. See if we can get her again. Oh, this ain't a biggin. It's like a little carp. What we got? Carp. Yeah, throw that back. We don't need that crap. Alright. Try it again. Might have to get some more bait. The first one was a catfish. It was biggin. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, another small one. Another carp. Let's throw over here this time. Oop, wrong thing. Oh, that's another big one. Oh, that's looks like a bass. It's not a very big one. It's a bass. I would prefer to catch the bass. Yeah, it is a bass. Let's see, can we go first person? I would prefer to catch the bass or the catfish because they give you vitamin D. If you're out in the ocean, tuna is probably the best though. Give me another catfish. Got away. I don't know if that means he took my bait, though. If I remember right, he used to not. Nope, he did not. Ooh, why'd he keep jerking me that way? What we got? Another small one. It's like a carp. Yeah, another carp. Throw that back. Let's fish over here. Get the sunset. Ooh. Yeah, nothing special. Another carp. Actually, where'd our bass go? Let me make sure we put that in our backpack. Come on, catfish. I wonder if he went in the reeds over here. Yep. It's like another carp, maybe. Throw him back. There's a fish right there. Let's throw that. Let's throw where the fish is. Fish is gone. My bait gone? Bait's still there. See, we got another one. Here's the cargo drop. That's all right. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. I think I scared them all away. That big one, the first cast we got, he's gone. He probably never come back. Took the bait, took the hook, took it all. Yeah, not a big one. Looks like another carp. Yep. All right, let's change positions. See what we get. Just want to get a big one for the night. Fish right beside us. What if we should reel it in and get that one? Always nibbling. Not looking promising. Don't think we're gonna get anything else. I'll try one more. Go back this way. See if we get our catfish. Well, I don't think that's going to get us anything tonight. Okay, I think we got one. Awesome. Well, we finally got to see our sunset. We broke in our fishing pond. We got one nice sized bass. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Cook him up later, tomorrow maybe. But that's it. To next episode, I think we'll start getting we may go into the radiation zone, get some uranium. We'll definitely start seeing about an abandoned bunker. We'll see about that. Might go see about some uranium. Maybe take another ride to the scrapyard, see if we can get some more lead plate. We didn't get a lot, but we did get some. But yeah, we got to find the rest of our vehicles as well. I don't know if we should try for the other plane or not. I know I said I'll get all of them, but we might see if one's there at the B4 airfield, B2 airfield. See if one's there. Maybe go from there. There probably might be one at D4. Maybe we'll go up to D4. It's hard to say. There's lots of things we could do, but I'm super grateful for everybody hanging out, watching these videos. I really am appreciative of all you guys. All you guys show me a lot of support, and I'm very grateful. Thank you for all the likes, subscribe, shares, all the good stuff. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a good one. Till the next one, I'm out, guys. Be safe.